Hi guys, it's Alex with Wide Awake Travels again. I've been working on putting the cabinets together. These are RTA cabinets. We chose to go with RTA, ready to assemble, because they were a lot cheaper than the one that are already assembled. You know, it cost us $1,000 for all four of them, versus $3,500, $4,000 of the assembled ones. And we found them on Facebook Marketplace. There are businesses that advertised RTA kitchen cabinets on Facebook Marketplace, and I just chatted and texted later a lady that works for one of those companies, that they have a warehouse nearby. I paid, went to the warehouse and picked them up. They came flat packed, and they didn't have this green color that we wanted, so I repainted them before putting them together. And this video is going to show you how I'm putting them together. I have another video showing how I painted them. These cabinets are all plywood. They got dado joints on the boxes, and then they have dovetails on the drawers. So these are good quality cabinets for, you know, $250 on average per cabinet, which is the cheapest I could find. I went to Home Depot. It was insane. It was like $3,000, $4,000 quote in Home Depot and Lowe's. Insane. So yeah, check it out, and I'll have another video showing how I'm installing these and securing them, and then later another one for the countertop. I admire people who build cabinets for their Skoolies from scratch, but I wasn't going to do that. I don't have the skill, and it would take a lot of time to do it, and we're trying to get the bus done. It's been already years since we started, so you know, we kind of found that middle ground. We're not buying them fully assembled, we're not building them from scratch, we are buying the RTA ones. Let's put together one of these cabinets with doors at the bottom and one drawer at the top. I take my face frame face down on a soft surface so you don't scratch it up, and you're gonna get these L brackets. They need 4 screws. You're gonna need 4 L brackets. There are spots where they go, so you line them up with the holes. They're already pre-drilled holes on mine, and it's facing this way because they're gonna help hold this vertical piece I'm gonna add. So I'm adding them first to the face frame. On the other side. There we go. Now I'm gonna be adding construction adhesive in this groove here, and I'm doing that because I'm not using wood glue, because the backs of these face frames came painted from the factory, from the manufacturer, so the wood glue is not gonna stick well to paint, so I'm using construction adhesive on this portion only on the painted portion. So I'm going to run a bead. Now I'm going to take my side and I'll make sure that this toe kick portion is facing the face frame, and also you see you have this groove that's going to be matching there. Then I come here on the front and I line up. This is the top of the cabinet. This is the drawer right here. So I line up the edge so it's flush there of this and this. Then I can come over here and add my screw. Make sure it's flush. There we go. I can add the second one. And then I have 2 more over there. There we go. And now I have to just repeat the same steps on the right side with this right panel right here. I have finished the right side as well. So I got my construction adhesive again. I'm gonna put a bead on the here, on the face frame again. And now I'm gonna switch to Tybond 3 wood glue, and I'm gonna do it on this groove right here, and I'm gonna start about 2.5 inches from the bottom because I don't want it to, when I'm sliding it down, the panel is gonna push all the wood glue down and it's gonna be all messy. So I'm doing it like 2.5 inches from the bottom, and I'm gonna just run a bead there. Same thing on this side. Oh. Now I'm getting my bottom panel, and I'm going to slide it in here. Now I got the back panel, and on the side here on the lip I'm gonna add some wood glue. And then on this side as well. And then over here on my bottom, I'm gonna add a bead. Then I can take my panel. It has a groove over here to put in the bottom panel in. So I'm gonna line that up. So you're gonna have to widen the panels a little bit to fit these side panels. Okay, there we go. It's in. And then I'm gonna pull it up here to line it up with the edge. So I'm lining up the edges here so it's flush. And then I'm gonna hit it with a brad nail. That's gonna hold it in place. I'm gonna get on this side, make sure that's lined up. Brad nail. That's good. Now I'm gonna go hit a few more brad nails. You could clamp this instead until it fully dries. So I'm taking these 3 drywall screws and I'm screwing them in the back here. They're gonna get screwed into the bottom panel. And you can add one of these L brackets over here as well. If you have any excess sealant in the corners or anywhere, get a rag and wipe that off. Now I flipped the cabinet the right way up, and I took these 4 of these plastic corner pieces and I'm going to install them here. There's flush sitting down. Here they are in 4 corners. I didn't install the toe kicks because I will turn them into drawers, and I will have a separate video for that. So this is a lot of space here that normally gets wasted, and that we're going to turn into drawers. We're going to have 4 more drawers there. Alright, let's work on putting a drawer together. This should be quick. Get your drawer front. First put something soft on the table you're working on so it doesn't scratch the drawer front. And put the drawer front upside down, that way this groove is facing you. First thing we're gonna do, get some wood glue. I'm using Tide Bond 3, and I'm going to put in these dovetails a little bit in each one of them. And then I'm gonna do a line at the groove at the bottom. That's the bottom of the drawer. Now I'm gonna take a little brush and I'm gonna spread out the wood glue on in these dovetails. I'm not gonna do it on the bottom one. Now I'm gonna take one of the sides, and you gotta push them from the side. Make sure the groove is lining up with the groove on the drawer front. And then I'm going to take a rubber mallet and just hammer it in carefully until it's flush. Then I'm going to take my brad nailer, 18 gauge brad nails, 1 inch and a quarter long, and I'm going to nail them in a few spots. Over here on this last one, I gotta be careful because there is this groove. I don't want it to come out and block the drawer bottom, so I'm gonna do it under the angle there. Good, and then I'm gonna have one at the top. Perfect. Now if you don't want to see the brad nails on the side when you open the drawer, you can clamp this down, but I don't care about it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm going to take the other side, make sure again the groove at the bottom lines up with this groove. And I'm going to carefully hammer it in. Taking the brad nails again. Now I'm going to take my glue and in the groove here put some. I'm not going to start from the bottom, and I'm just putting a thin line. Okay, now I can get my drawer bottom. If you have one side that's unfinished and one that's finished, make sure that the finished side is facing towards the inward. Mine are both finished, so it doesn't matter. And I'm just gonna slide it here. It's in. Now I'm taking my back side and I'm gonna again put some wood glue in the dovetails and in this dado groove at the bottom. Now I have to put it in, so I have to open up the sides a little bit so I can slide this, because this slides from the side. open this up. Then I gotta make sure that the bottom is in the groove. Now I can get my mallet and hammer. Now I can take my bread nailer and then you just check if you have any leaking of wood glue. Get a rag and just wipe it off. And there you go. That's done. Alright, so I flipped around the drawer. They came with two of these. It's the drawer front, and they need to be installed like this. And they have two different types of screws. These smaller, shorter ones, and these longer ones that are like cone shaped. Don't use these longer ones on straight down on the drawer bar and they'll go through. So I'm using those only on the sides. Like this. Okay. And then a third one over here. So I'm using 3 on each. And then I'm switching over to these small ones with a flat head, and I'm gonna do one of them right here. That's plenty. Okay, repeat on this side. The cabinets that have drawers are gonna come with these plastic brackets, and they have these pins that go in the holes in the back of the cabinet. And then over here on each side there is screws. You can slide this rail thingy and you put some screws there, two on each. So I'm just gonna come in here and I'm just gonna put this in like this. This side as well. Now I'm taking these screws. Let's see if I can reach. Slide this over. There we go. Same thing on this side. Now I got the drawer slides. And there's a right way. There's one for the left, one for the right side. The way you know which one goes where is you look at this hook. That hook goes towards the back, and this piece with all these holes needs to go to the right side or to the left side, to the wall. So I know this one is the right one. So now I just take it over here and I'm gonna slide it on onto this guy over here. Now I am not pushing it all the way to the back. I'm coming up here and I'm pushing it. There you go. There's a hole already pre-drilled for the screw there. I'm taking one of these screws and just screwing into that whole pilot hole there. Now it's sliding, and I repeat the same on this side. Now I got my drawer. In the back of it there's 2 holes on one of each on each side. Those holes go on these hooks over here. So I'm gonna slide this guy gotta go in right in the hooks there. Boom, clicks. There we go. Now we got soft close. Now we're gonna need to adjust these. There's ways to adjust it, which I'm gonna show you. So this side needs to go more up, but soft close is working. If you want to raise or lower one or the other or both sides of your drawer, you can do it by rotating these knobs at the bottom of the drawer. You can adjust them in each side individually. You might have, yours might be a little different. It might be just a slider that you pull, or it might be like a little nut like this, little knob. And some of them also have an adjustment in the back for height. Mine doesn't. Now I'm working on the doors, and I get for each door 2 of these hinges, and I'm using these screws. And now I have these flathead screws that are a little longer. And I come over here, there's a hole, that's where the screw is gonna go. So I can line it up. And then I have this one in the bottom. There we go. And to adjust the doors, you just screw or unscrew these 2 screws, and then you can get them to be, you know, the right gap and everything. These RTA cabinets came with these spacers, these little pads, so I can put that in here like that.